We are Jesal and Sonia. We have been renovating our 1989 Ford Coachmen Camper van for the past 4 weeks. Last week we finished building our lift-up and slide-out futon bench. This week we work on upper cabinets, plumbing, and all the little details before we put in our kitchen.
We're ready to start our kitchen build, but in order to do that, we need to finish our upper cabinets because all of these wires are just kind of exposed, and to have like our water pump and some of the other stuff that's going to go down here working, we need to finish the upper cabinets first. So, lesson learned from when we built the bench. I'm not going to take all the measurements and cut all the pieces of wood in advance because that didn't work.
It worked. It was just a struggle to do it.
It was a struggle. So this, what we're going to do is we're going to take measurements as we go and cut each piece one at a time, assemble the whole thing, attach it, make sure it all works, and then just unmount it, paint it, and then reattach it. That's the plan. So we're going to start with some measurements and cutting and putting it together as we go.
Looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good. A lot of this is, does it seem straight? Is it close?
Is it doable?
Is it, yeah. I think that's good. I think that's good.
These guys really keep us sane while we go through all the headache of renovation.
Alright, so this is how the upper cabinet on the driver's side is built. We measured everything one at a time. So we brought in one piece, measured for the next piece, and I'm glad we did because things aren't level, things aren't straight in the van. So we have a back rail over here that attaches to the framing that we built a while ago. So that's going to hold the cabinet up, and then it attaches to this wall as well. And then we just use 1/2-inch plywood to kind of make the frame of this. Obviously, there's a bit of a gap here, so that's where this trim comes in, covers that up. And then we have cabinet hinges that we have that are flush mount, so we don't have to actually, drill out and put the hinges in like you would in a normal cabinet. They work kind of like this.
This is our test piece.
This is the test piece just to see how it is, and it's pretty nice.
Okay, Jesal just put the hinges on, and we're gonna try it live to see if it works, and if we'll need gas struts also even.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is not going to be our cabinet face. This is just a scrap piece of wood we had.
Yeah. And it doesn't hit this because it's up here, so that's good. Is it? Hold on, I have to take off my ear protection. Hey, look at that! It's staying up.
Stays up on its own? Yeah, and I think our cabinet face is going to be lighter than this. We'll have a magnet.
Oh, yeah, magnet. And then we'll have a lip to open it. Oh, here's my purse, my everyday bag. Gotta change the settings over here. Blah, 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 blah. Nice. So our upper cabinets were actually supposed to have a lip underneath where we would just be able to pull the back side and push it up. But somehow with our design, or I think it's because of the hinges that kind of brought it up higher, we don't have a lip. So we're going to be putting in these beautiful copper handles so that way we can open it up using that. And it looks pretty good. And I tested it so it doesn't hit the top. See? It looks so cute. Oh. Magnets are inserted now. High five. Yes, thank you.
Another rainy day. So today I'm going to continue working on some propane and plumbing so we can continue with the kitchen project, at least slowly but surely. The original 1980s propane lines weren't in great shape and were leaking, so they had to be replaced. The original tank underneath the van was in great shape. So I put together all new propane lines and ran them from the tank underneath and into the van. Once everything was all hooked up, I turned on the propane tank, then tested the stove and even the furnace.
It's so warm in here.
Yeah?
Oh my god.
You like it?
You got the gas to work?
Yeah. No leaks, doesn't smell like propane.
Oh, it doesn't smell bad in here anymore.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lovely day to do some plumbing. That's so gigantic.
We'll have up to 43 gallons of fresh water on board, plus 6 gallons of hot water, bringing our total close to 50. As usual, I've come armed with drawings for how we're going to do the plumbing. This is the drawing that I made for the propane system. And this is what the kitchen and plumbing is going to look like. The water system, this is how the water system kind of starts. This is the tank, and then this is where the water comes out. We have our first junction here, which connects to the water pump. This is what gives us pressurized water. And then there's a pipe here that will be attaching to a valve. So in case we need to drain the tank, we open this and we'll be able to drain most of the water out. And it'll drain out through this hole. For our fittings, we're using these compression style fittings that go over barbs. So basically you just need a tool to like take these rings and it'll like pull the rings and really squeeze everything together. There you go. See, it's all squeezed together. Now that's not going anywhere. The only way to get this off now is either to cut the ring or cut the tube off and replace it.
Jesal worked on our gray tank to make sure that it will give us a signal if it's too full and we need to dump it.
And then this is a heater pad, so in case we're in freezing conditions, we can flip on a switch to make sure this tank doesn't freeze and burst or cause any plumbing issues.
Jasal's now doing the same thing for our freshwater tank.
So we have the water system here. This is where the dirty water is going to drain out from down here. And so we just have to drill a hole through the van.
Yeah.
So the van has a lot of holes. It had a ton of them to start with. We kept a few of the ones that we knew we would use. We thought we would use like the propane and like the drains over there. We sealed up most of them, but over here I think we need a new one because this one's not big enough and it's not in the right spot.
Yeah.
So I think time to drill a hole through the van. Yeah. It's always nerve-wracking. But we're gonna drill.
Hopefully we do it right the first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is one of the projects I am most excited for. It is the pee funnel. We're gonna decide which one we should be using to pee in. I am so excited. I get to pee standing up then. So excited. There is thunder happening right now. Looks like Jesal got the purple LEDs to work. Look at this.
Oh, no.
This is our switch for the ambient lighting. You have to explain to them what this is called.
This is just different modes that this... it's changing each time I talk.
Oh my god!
Just different modes that this light has. So we want to put this around the top to kind of give like some sort of ambiance.
I can't believe it's changing every time it hears a pitch.
Different pitch, yeah.
Ah! La!
Scariest part of the plumbing now. We're going to turn on the water pump, pressurize the system, make sure all the valves are off so nothing will leak out except the water heater. That's the only thing that's open, so water should be able to flow out because we're trying to flush the water heater tank. So nothing else should leak in here. But let's try pressurizing the system, yeah?
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, let's do it. Kind of in the chaos, I think we forgot to record it, but there was a couple crimps that I had missed crimping, so we crimped those, and that's where it was leaking from there. It didn't seem like there was any other leaks. So now Sonia is going to turn on the pump. Go ahead. Let's see. This is where it was leaking. This is where it was leaking.
Oh, nice.
And now these are crimped. The system is pressurized, so the pump stops. As soon as I open this, it starts putting water into the water tank. So the pump should start again. And it should be just flushing out from outside. Hey, there it goes.
Yay!
This is helping cleaning out this water tank. Oh well, if the water was up to here, we would be able to test this. But it should just show empty right now. Yeah. Because it's below the 1/3.
All thanks to the sensors that we put in. What happened to you?
I opened the water heater again.
Oh my goodness.
Only a couple things left for the plumbing. We gotta install where the shower drain will be inside, and then we get to mount the gray tank. And I think we're pretty much done. This doesn't work, we're gonna have a hole in the floor.
We'll be okay.
Shower in there?
Pretty good.
Okay, so this is a good spot for it. So that means the drain needs to be like right here roughly.
Our last test.
Okay, so when we're showering, the water should come through this way. Oh, no.
Oh, it's full!
I forgot that the drain plug is in the bottom.
Oh no! We need a towel. Oh my god.
Let's get it off this.
We left the freaking stopper in there. We're so stupid.
Yeah, attempt number 2.
Let's
We
try
have to remove this stopper first.
Oh my god.
Then put this here.
Uh-huh.
Then remove this stopper.
Alright.
And then the water should be able to drain out.
Oh, nice.
And it goes into our gray water tank while we're showering like this.
Whoa, it's working. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're so quick.
Here's how the plumbing system works in Turtle. We have a 43-gallon freshwater tank. It gets filled up through this hose that'll be installed in the kitchen once it's done, and a breather tube so that as water comes in, air can escape. That's this hose. The water then is able to be siphoned in through this pump, which then pressurizes the rest of the system. We have various valves and controls in certain situations, like where our water tank is not working, like right now. We can turn this on, so it's a bypass valve, so it allows cold water to be on the both hot and cold lines. This is where we'll be attaching the lines for our kitchen sink, our faucet, which will be the hot and cold, and our water filter. case we need to ever dump out the system or in an emergency, we can push these valves, which will dump the tank and the whole system out of the van. It goes out underneath the van. We also have a couple lines that go all the way to the back. This gives us outlet here for shower, hot and cold water, as well as a bidet that we'll have, and then the toilet gets tucked back here that can be slid out. Also, we have additional drains for a pee funnel and the AC, and it all goes out outside underneath the van. We have a gray water holding tank that is right underneath me, which is about 20 gallons, I think. One last thing, we have a drain right here, which we can put the tub on top of. So when we want to shower, we can put the shower curtain up and shower while standing inside of this tub, and then put it back into the storage area so it's out of the way, and then just seal this up. And this also drains into the gray water tank.
Cool. So that wraps up for this week. We did all our kitchen prep items. We got our plumbing done. The propane was checked and fixed. And we also installed our little shower drain in our shower tub that we can also take out, put away, and store. Thank you for demonstrating my Vanna White.
Demonstration purposes.
So yeah, this was really great prep for next week, which I'm really excited for, because now we're going to put in the foundations and get our kitchen counter on here, our butcher's block that we've been prepping.
The sink, the faucet, and everything that attaches to the plumbing systems.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week, hopefully with finished kitchen.
Yeah, bye. We also wanted to give another big shout out to our loving family who helped us this week. Our moms helped stitch the correct length of the curtain that divides the front and back of the van, which provides us with insulation, and my cousin and sister-in-law helped with filling up our spices, adding sound deadening material for our cargo locker, and adding heating pads to our watering tanks and battery in case we go into freezing temperatures. And thank you, family, for being such an amazing support. There's a bee trying to attack us today. Jesal's armed and ready for it.
It's a really aggressive bee. I don't know. I keep bees and I've never had this type of bee chase me down and keep trying to attack me.
But we're ready. We're ready for when it comes back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, it's here. It's behind the door. Oh, it's following me. It's by your leg. Oh, God. Oh my God, what is wrong with this bee?
I didn't get it. Broke the blade.
Ah! We're about to test out one of the most, what do I call it?
Innovative. Critical, crucial.
No.
Sexy.
My cousin is a structural engineer, so we're having him check out our work.
Certified?
Yeah.
Certified.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get in writing?
My stamp on it. Yeah.